Hello, my dear ones, it's Mary Rosette. For those of you who don't know me, I am a life coach and also I'm an author. And my next upcoming book is How to Protect Yourself from Toxic People. And today we will talk one of type of toxic people. It's kind of a new trend in 21st century, especially after pandemic. So it's fake spiritual teachers, fake healers, and fake psychics. Okay, um, because a lot of people went through so much during pandemic, and a lot of people are going through post-traumatic stress disorder after pandemic, and it's almost whole humanity. People are turning to therapists, coaches, turning to spiritual teachers, healers, and psychics. Some of people's lives were turned upside down. They lost their families, unfortunately, to virus, friends, and they lost their businesses and jobs. And when we're in this kind of situation, we try to find as much help as we can. I myself spiritual and I'm religious, and I do have spiritual teachers, but they're tested. I know they're not fake. I know them for many years. But believe me, before I found true spiritual teachers, I ended up being with a fake ones. Couple of them were quite fake. One of them was quite dangerous, who hypnotizes and steals people's money. And now I will tell you how to spot them, okay? And what to do if you meet these kind of people, because some of them can hypnotize you and hex you, so you don't leave them ever again. You continue calling them for consultations, buying their products, and whatever services they have, as they want you. Basically, they want to rip you off, okay? The fake ones, not the real ones. Keep in mind, there are many real spiritual teachers, and they're amazing. And also I follow a couple of spiritual teachers online, and they're Feel Good and Lori Lab. Maybe you heard about them. They're great and amazing. They help humanity a lot for free. Can you imagine? But not everyone has a pure heart, but I don't want to judge anyone. I don't know what happened with those people who tried to make money out of people's misery. Okay, so these are some of the signs. When you find spiritual teachers, actually it doesn't matter how many followers they have. They can have millions of followers online. They can have thousands of followers in real life. Okay, you may go and read the Google reviews, and you can find thousands of positive Google reviews, and it still doesn't mean they're real. Okay, and some of them they have retreat centers, and both real ones can have retreat centers as well, but now I'm talking about fake ones. Okay, I'm not against saying that all spiritual teachers are fake, and there are amazing ones, there are good ones, and there are bad ones. So here I'm talking about bad ones. Okay, and some of them may register cults as university, as college, as institute. So when you see a spiritual teacher, healer, that has a big school and it's university, has a great website, has a great review, it still can be a scam. Okay, and most of the time actually those scammers hide the cult's name as university, college, and school, because when people hear word cult, they run away very far before even talking to them for the first time. Okay, so you have to be careful. If someone has many followers or someone praises too much, it still doesn't mean that they're real. Okay, so let's say you have a problem, and you found one guru, spiritual teacher, famous with lots of followers, and as scammers, as soon as they see you, they will promise all the amazing things. You will recover. If you're poor, you will get rich. Your life will turn into paradise. Okay, and first it will start with one consultation, with two consultation. Then watch and see if that teacher or that teacher's assistant will start to push to buy more of their services and products. Okay, and if they take people for retreats, see if it's voluntary or they're pushing their students to go on that retreat, because retreats are usually very expensive. Not everyone can afford them. Not everyone want to go to retreat. Okay, like I love retreats, not all of them. I'm very picky about the place and people I go with. Okay, so see about the prices. This is another trick how to spot them. First, they may charge you decent money, maybe $100 or €100 or $200 for the consultation or for the services or products. After a few months, you will notice price doubled. Okay. Later on, you see that you end up buying all the products and services because they're so pushy, and teacher will keep telling you that your life is improving. And keep in mind, they will also ask you, what improved in your life? Like how everything is going, okay? And if you tell them even one improvement, they will say, see, this is because of me. This is because I help you. Even if it has nothing to do with them, any achievements, any improvements you get in your life, they will take it for them. This is their job, okay? They did it for you. Now you have to buy even more of my products and services. Eventually you will see that half of your salary or your entire salary is going to their pocket, okay? And on top of your all problems, now you don't have your money to pay your bills. This is not exaggerations. These kind of spiritual teachers and healers and psychics became very common in the last 2 decades, and even more common since 2020, since pandemic started, and they're still growing. And if you realize that it's not a school, it's a cult, since you don't have a free will, since they force you to do certain things you don't want to do, they force you to buy products and go on their retreats that you didn't want to buy and didn't want to go, now you know it's a cult. So what you do in this case, don't announce them loudly, and also if you found friends there, don't tell them that you're leaving, okay? Because these kind of spiritual teachers, unfortunately, can do different things on you with your energy. They can hypnotize you to bring you back to their school. They can hypnotize you to spend more money, okay? They can put hacks on you. If they know they lost you completely, they can put a really bad hexes and scrub with your energy a lot. I know it sounds crazy, and even it sounds like criminal activity, right? But it's hard to prove something to police when it's something energetic. So you should be careful not to jump into a school if you found a spiritual teacher completely, but to watch and see how they act, how they talk to you. In the beginning, those scammers, they're extremely nice to you, along with all the assistants and all the students. And some of the keywords that you can also hear, that teacher says, I'm the only teacher in the entire world that can help people, that can help the world, that can change people's fate to the best one that ever you can imagine. And they will later start to praise their students. You are my students. You are the best and strongest spiritual students in the world. No any other school has students like you. Those people are driven by ego, and they want to praise their students to attract even more students and to retain them in their school. Because a lot of people try to buy other people by praise, right? You're very good. Work even harder. Some employees use this tactic, right? And also some of other signs. If you came there with the illness, you may feel a little bit better, and they will say, so you feel better, let's fix your other problems. And later you notice that your illness came back tenfold worse, or you developed a new illness. They can work with people's energy, so people may get ill. They may do it on purpose, because do you remember their main goal is to make money out of you. They don't care about getting punished later by universe. They don't care about you suffering and ended up being poor. Some cults, not all of them, some of them hypnotize and push their students so much that people sold all their assets, houses, and donated their money to that spiritual teacher's school. And to where does it go? To spiritual teacher's pocket, right? So watch for the signs carefully and leave those cults very quietly. Also, about leaving, when you decided to leave them, you have to block them everywhere and all their students as well, even if you became friends. Because these kind of people, when they see that someone left them, they can harass you on social media. Their assistants can call you non-stop through different applications like WhatsApp, Viber, Telegram, whatever application exists. They will try to search and find you everywhere just to bring you back to get more money. And if they saw that they lost you completely, they will start to write in social media harassing things about you. That's why you have to block the teacher, all his or her students, and assistants. It's very important. And no matter what you feel guilty or anything like that, don't return to them. If someone scammed you once, do you remember they will be nice to you the second time? No, they won't. Okay? And in the book I'm writing right now, How to Protect Yourself from Toxic People, these fake spiritual teachers, healers, and psychics are also them. These signs, how to spot them, I just told you a few. There are much more signs, and leaving them, especially if you've been in the cult for many years, is not easy at all. Okay, so leaving them is not easy, and in my book I will teach you how to leave them quietly and safely, because some of them can harass you really bad emotionally. They can bring you down a lot when you will be leaving the school. It's like a lot more details in my book. If I do a video on just this subject, will take like 3 hours probably. So more details in my book, and when my book gets published, I will drop a link in maybe in here below. You will see underneath the video. Okay. So the same thing, similar things with psychics, and very common how people end up with psychics is they get an offer via email or their inbox or DM for free reading. If you don't know that person, never ever accept it, okay? Because I know very powerful psychics as well, and they never ever email or text or DM anyone for reading, for free reading. Actually, psychics, very good psychics that I know, actually you have to book a separate appointment, and it's not easy to get in there, because very good psychics, world known that I know, there are true psychics, not fake ones. You even have to wait in line now for like 1 or 2 months to get into the appointment. So if someone sends you for free reading, it's probably a scam, 99% of them. But this is my experience. If you still want to go ahead and try, by all means, but they can be as bad as spiritual teachers. How? When they do a reading for you, maybe it will be free, but what they will do in a reading, they will say terrible things are awaiting you. You're about to die. Whole your family is going to die. You're about to get into car accident, or they will come up with so much things. But you know what? I have these services. I have these products. If you buy them, everything will be amazing in your life. Here you go. Now you know it's a scammer, okay? Or if you found maybe as a psychic yourself, and red signal that red flag that they will say everything in your life is going to be like a fairy tale, everything is going to be so amazing. These kind of psychics, usually you find them, okay, and you pay them for their first service. And after you hear that your life is apparently going to be a paradise on earth, they will say, send more of your friends and family members, and next time you come, I will give you 50% off. Your friends and family members also will get a big discount. And do you know any person whose life is amazing, doesn't have any problems? Like very healthy, very happy, has very good career or very good business, very financially stable or rich, lives in a mansion, doesn't have any problems with any family members or friends, has amazing partner, and is their co-workers, bosses, everyone is amazing. So their life is paradise. They don't have any problems at all. No, we don't know, because this kind of life doesn't exist in this planet, okay? So this is a red flag as well. So again, how to get rid of them. If you heard that your life is gonna be like in fairy tale, thank them. Since you book an appointment, you can pay them, but you already know they're fake, especially if they're trying to lure you in one more time, trying to lure in your friends and family. Probably not their real psychics, okay? A real psychic will tell you what your problem is, what your problem is not, may guide you a little bit, but it's rare that everything is gonna like ruining your life, or everything is going to be like a paradise in fairy tale. These are big red flags. If you found them online, so how to get rid of them? If you found them online, how to get rid of them? Block them if you spotted this person is a scam. If you get offers for free reading, decline it or just block that person. These days, some of those scammers started to scare people. They send an offer for free reading. When people decline or even block them, they open another account, they send them again free reading, and with a threat underneath. If you don't get my reading, if you don't make an appointment with me, I'm gonna put a hex on you. I'm gonna do like a dark magic, and your life will be ruined. So just block them as well, okay? And they copy paste the same message to like millions of people, if not more, worldwide. So don't think that you're the only target, but don't get into arguments with those kind of people, because obviously they're not very nice people. They're some kind of narcissist as well, and if you get into fight with them, they may end up screwing your energy, okay? So be mindful who you dealing with, which therapists you're calling, well, therapists are fine, but I noticed these scams usually are very much happening in spiritual community. Unfortunately, as I said, I'm spiritual, but I'm very careful who I follow, what teachers I listen to, and I know my teachers already, so I know them for many years. I know they're not scammers, and I'm very thankful for them. They helped me a lot and still help now. These days everyone needs help. It doesn't mean you're not supposed to go and search for a healer or for a spiritual teacher. We all need help, really. Since all humanity is going through post-traumatic stress disorder, it's good if everyone gets a therapy or finds a good spiritual teacher or healer who can help them to heal from all emotional traumas or try to heal physically. There are very powerful healers, there are very powerful spiritual teachers, and I wish you find one for yourself, and a true one, and please stay away from all the cults. Okay, I've been in there, and basically they tortured me so much that at the end I was sitting in my couch and I was crying by getting so many messages, by being pushed so much to buy all of their products and services. And then I realized, you know what, this can't be true. This person can be a spiritual teacher. If I'm sitting now and crying in my couch, not to know what to do with her assistance that pressure me from all sides. So love yourself enough to walk away safely, quietly. And if someone asks you why you left out of school, what happened with your teacher, you don't owe anyone an explanation. Don't badmouth them either, because those kind of people, they will try to screw your energy with hexes and different type of dark rituals. Okay, just tell them you moved on, and you are growing in your life, you're developing, and you no longer want to meet. That's cool, that's it. Or tell them it's okay, I don't talk about it, I left, it was my final decision. That's all. Okay, so I wish you lots of love, happiness, and it's summer soon, right? And I bought my amazing summer dress already, so I'm all ready. Get out, get the sun. It's sometimes sun is the best therapy, right? Go enjoy your time with your loved ones in the parks, in the lakes, sit by the river a lot. Actually, it helps me a lot. I'm gonna do it tomorrow after work, and I wish you happiness. And I wish you to be always among authentic people. Doesn't matter if it's your friends, if it's your spiritual teacher or healer. I love you a lot, and I will see you in my next video.